So I just came across the report on eBay that I think a lot of sellers really don't even know a whole lot about. And I took some time to check it out. It's a lot of good information. So let's check it out here on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. So I wanted to show you something that I think a number of you just maybe aren't privy to, or you've seen it, you just haven't spent a lot of time with it. But I think, especially this time of year, the beginning of the year, end of the year, when you want to maybe do a review, maybe get an idea of what eBay thinks about your listings, and that's the quality listings report. And it's going to tell you a story about your listings, where you rank against other sellers. So I want to show you this here on my computer. So let's go check it out. So here we have the under performance, under traffic, under your seller hub. And you'll see to the right, it'll say download listings quality report. Well, you do that and it'll save it for you. But I happen to have it here already ready to go. And it gives you a nice little summary here. Listing quality report summary. Of course, the name of your account. So if you have multiple stores, you want to do it for each store. And it's showing initially under the summary tab. You see down here it says summary, a summary of pretty much your store. And for me, I have more than just these categories, but it's going to tell me the 10 categories that it's focusing on for me. So garage door remotes, listing condition used. I bought a bunch of those garage door remotes. And it's saying that 28 listings can be improved. Let's see if I can get this bigger for you so you can see it better. Probably not going to work out that well. Okay, so you see 28 listings can be improved. And my rank is 11 out of 2,766 sellers who are selling. So I haven't cracked the top 10. I'm not really trying to. I just came across like literally 300 remotes. And what is it? It's actually wanting me to do. It says on average, 59% of listings with the most sales in this category offer free shipping. And it's recommending free shipping. Now these are literally 8 to 12 ounces once they're packaged up. So for me, I'm okay with offering free shipping under 2 pounds. I'm good with that. And so what I did already when I went down this rabbit hole is I went in and selected all those items, brought up my price, and then offered free shipping. Whenever you're changing models, if you're going to free shipping, always add in the estimated amount that you're going to be paying for shipping into the price of the item. So lamps, lighting, ceiling fans, listing condition new. I have a bunch of these that are new. I'm 988 out of 9,631 sellers. And it says 14 listings can be removed. And again, it wants me to offer free shipping. Well, these are about 10 to 20 pounds. Most of them are closer to 20 pounds. I'm not interested in offering free shipping. Now, you can, if these things just sit in my store and don't sell, I'll give it a couple months, because we're getting into warmer season. As we get through the winter, we're going to get into the spring, and people are going to start looking to buy. Look, I need a new fan, and I'm not going to worry about it so much right now. I think I'm out of season when it comes to people thinking about their ceiling fans. So I'm not going to panic change that yet. But if we get into like the middle part of spring, early summer, and these are still sitting, I'm certainly going to consider this. Because see that, look, this is a roadmap. eBay is pretty much looking at data and data from successful sales and looking at your stuff and saying, you know what, here's some things that we think. And I mean, eBay actually should be the expert on this because they have all the data. These are things that they're seeing that you need to do to make your items move. Now, chandeliers and ceiling fixtures, I've got lights and things like that. I think I have 9. Well, it's saying that it's noticing that I have to have at least 7 photos in my listings. So I think there's a lot of folks out there who think that they only need to have 1 or 2 photos. eBay's saying, look, on average, listings with the most impressions in eBay search in this category have at least 7 photos. So it wants me to add free shipping to 9 of my listings, which these again are larger items. I'm not going to do that. And then it's saying on average 65% of listings with most impressions offer free shipping. Well, that's fine. I think I can go in and at least add the additional photos if I need to. And you might think, what am I going to do here? How am I going to improve upon the photos that I have? Do some close-ups and things of that nature. I think it really will help the quality of your listing. People like that. They like the zooms. So maybe take a key feature and zoom in and take some photos of that. Handles and rails. I have a few of these. It says 8 listings can be improved. It says it wants UPC information. So listings with most sales in this category have 56% of their UPCs filled out. I think these are more like third-party off-brands, and a lot of these don't have UPCs. But certainly, I would need to go back in, check the box, and just make sure if there's a UPC, go in and update it. Now, I'm going to be doing all this today for these listings. I did a few of these things yesterday. Here's one for shoes. Used shoes. I'm 1,657th out of 266,000, and it found 8 listings that could be improved. And it wants MPNs, so that's the manufacturer part number. And a lot of times it's the same as the item number. But if you're looking at like a Nike tag, it's that like 5 or 6 digits dash 3 digits. It's that, or your ART number on other brands. But whatever it looks like it fits, that's what you want to put in there. It says on average, listings with most impressions in eBay search in this category have 45% of their MPNs filled out. Here's more lighting, more ceiling fans. I don't know why this isn't kind of put in with the other few listings, but it says 5 listings can be improved. Make sure that there's at least 8 photos with the ceiling fans and the wall fixtures. And on average, listings with the most impressions in eBay search have at least 8 photos, and add free shipping to 4 of your listings, which you guys already know it ain't going to happen for those large items. Deck and cabin hardware. It wants me to improve 4 listings. It says make sure 7 photos are in there. Add seller funds returns to 4 of your listings. So it wants me to offer free returns, and I'm not doing that. These are a lot of this hardware that they're talking about is over 10 pounds, so that I don't do. But you can, and if you're top rated, you'll be able to have top rated plus, and you'll get 10% on your final value fees. And then it wants UPCs, and again, same story. I don't know if I have the UPCs on those boxes or not. More lamps and lighting and ceiling fixtures. Wants free shipping, which I'm not doing. So some of this will apply to you, some of it won't. Indoor air quality, again, free shipping. Pool equipment wants me to add MPNs to 1 and free shipping on others, which those are fairly large boxes, so that's not happening. And then indoor air quality fans and dehumidifiers, which I sell a lot of. I'm 45th out of 395 sellers, and wants UPCs on these listings for impressions and sales conversions, the improvement. For the women's shoes, athletic shoes, it has not found anything that I need to do. So now there's multiple tabs in this report. So I go to guide, and it will give you a summary. Everyone should go through this and just check it out. Now I don't have anything here for opportunities to show you. So you might have something in here, but do look at your own report. Here's Google shopping rejection. So if you're promoting your listings, Google will have, for the most part, will have some of your listings sent to them, and they will either approve or reject it depending on the quality of your listing. And of course, we talked about offsite ads. That's important as well. I don't have anything here. I think mostly because my item specifics are fairly complete, and I have the first photo is a photo where the background is removed. Here's garage door remote. So if I kind of go in and start looking at some of these categories, it'll show you like a little chart here for each of the categories. And in this case, impressions by eBay search, I get 240 impressions per day for remotes, for the garage door remotes. And that's 6th amongst other sellers. My click-through rate is 0.39, that's 95th. So there's something that is keeping my click-through low as compared to my ranking in search. So people are just glossing over my item. Maybe it's my price, maybe it's my photo, but this is should be your clue that there's a problem, because you want to rank around the same, in the same ballpark. That's a big gap. If I'm sixth and ranked in impressions, it could be driven by my promoted listings. How am I not able to convert those into clicks? And I'm talking about on eBay's platform. Sales conversion. So we see the high ranking, we see the low click through, and then the sales conversion is 12.3%, which is 17th. So it's not as concerning as the fact that people are just glossing over my items, but when they do get into the item they're looking for, they tend to have a 12.13 conversion rate, and I think that's fairly solid. You want to improve that. I want to be in line with my ranking. If I'm getting ranked that high in search, I need to find a way to get more people to click through, and if they click through, then this sales conversion should fix itself. So it's a good chart to look through, and it's going to show you some items. If you do an end item sell similar, this report is going to have old data. So I am backing off on the end item sell similar to where I'm doing it once a month for each item before it refreshes into the new 30-day cycle. So you could see here when I click into these listings to edit, because it's keeping track of listings that are no longer in the system under this item number, then it's not going to help me. But for those of you who don't end item sell similar, then you could do that, and it's really a convenient way to have that hyperlink there to have you go in and fix your item. Ad free shipping 28 of your listings, and it shows I have 0%. Top 10 listings sold 59%. So if I'm in the top 10 of the search, I sell 59% of those items. And bottom 10, if I'm outside of the top 10, I sell a 32% clip. So good stuff for garage door remotes, but yet some work to do. Ceiling fans. So I get an average of 244 impressions a day with my ceiling fans. I think I've got a dozen or so up there now. I'm ranked 622 out of all the sellers who sell ceiling fans. And again, here's the concern. My click-through is at 0.22%, and that's ranked much higher, 2,833. So I've got to find out as a seller, why am I getting such low click-through as compared to my ranking? I think you want to be in the same ballpark. But once they do click, it shows I have a 0 conversion. I don't know what that means, because I have sold some ceiling fans, and it shows that I'm 1,099 in ranking. So I would expect my click-through to be somewhere in the 1,000 vicinity, but for whatever reason, it's just like the garage door openers. The two numbers are way off. Chandeliers and ceiling fixtures, it is saying that I'm up in ranking, so it will tell you if you've increased. And again, I'm seeing a disparity between, and again, I'm seeing a big difference between my rank and my click-through rank, which is telling me a story. And it's maybe has to do with my pricing. Maybe I'm a little higher than I need to be, because something needs to attract more of these buyers if they're finding my item. It could be the search is broken, that maybe my item is coming up in irrelevant search terms, and of course they're going to gloss over that every time. Handles and rails, ranking 12th versus other sellers in my impressions, 256 through click-through, and I'm actually dropped down big time on that. So I've got work to do. Men's shoes, 2,747. My ranking's down, and because I had less shoes, and my click-through is down big time on that, and my conversion's up a little bit, 365%. So I'll take that. So you could do that for all the categories. I don't think you want me to gloss through all the categories and give you an update, but this is a good report for you to go through and to really understand what's happening with your items. It'll even say, here's some of the ranges for prices for your items as well. So this is a report I think all of us need to be in tune with throughout the year, at least once a year, to see sort of where you're at, so you can make key adjustments, get back to the the best practices that we talk about. That's my listing quality report on eBay. What's yours look like? Is it a lot like mine? Are you seeing a big difference in ranking from your impressions as compared to your click-through rate? Maybe what I'm looking at is normal. Maybe you're going to have a big drop-off between your impressions ranking and your click-through, but that's not a percentage, it's a ranking, right? So somebody, let's say the person that's ranked number one, chances are they have a higher ranking in their click-through rate. So then you have to start thinking, what is different about my listings? And maybe you go in there and start looking at what other competitors are doing and trying to emulate what they're doing. Maybe it's my free shipping. The lack of free shipping is hurting my conversion rate. So do I want to add $20 or $30 on these larger items and then, deal with that? If I have a return, I'm just eating the outbound shipping. Do I just write that off as the cost of doing business? And again, if these fans or whatever items I have are stagnant, then that certainly is a viable strategy, rather than throwing them on a sale. Maybe change to a free shipping policy and get in line with what others are selling it for, and maybe I'll have a better chance of moving on from those. And if it works out, don't get a lot of returns, then maybe I can consider buying more of that product in the future. But looking at the data is what eBay wants you to do, and this is one report that I'll give credit to Tommy Bernard turned me on to, and I was kind of oblivious to it, and maybe even more so because I had such good success in 2023. But I think since reselling is probably going to get a little bit more difficult as we get into 2024, more competition, I think harder times for people, which means less buyers for your product that we're all competing for. We really need to get more in tune with what we're selling and fine tune our listings as a result. But figuring out these reports and what to do and how to make these reports make a difference for your business is yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to check out one of these videos here. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone.